Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a review of the Berrisom Oops My Lip Tint Pack. These were sent to me by Memebox as part of the brand ambassador program, and I have had the honor of testing these out. So these you can purchase from Memebox's website, which I will link down below, and they are $9 each, or they have a kit where you can get 6 of them for $28. So they're fairly affordable, and basically they're just lip packs. They're tint packs, which is another word for mask. So you put it on, leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes, and you peel it off, and this is part of the peel off type of cosmetics. I have the shades in Dear Coral and Glam Orchid, which look like this. They are very, very cute and bright. The point of these is that they are lip tints, so they're just gonna add a little bit of color to your lips, and they're supposed to last about 12 hours without any smearing or smudging or anything like that. You're supposed to be able to eat with them on without worrying about them transferring onto other things like food or your, I don't know, your significant other's face or what, you know. This is like the stuff for like transfer proof things. But of course it is a tint, so it is going to be a little more sheer and not as opaque as some others would like. But pretty much I've tested these out and I really, really love them, like plainly speaking. So I'm going to go ahead and do them on my hand so that way you can see, especially since like most people, like all of our lip colors are not the same. So this one is Glam Orchid, and I swatched that there, and I kind of like, you know, wiped it off like that. And this one is Dear Coral. Okay, so the thing about these is that you don't need much at all. You can apply a very thin layer and then, you know, just kind of do like this, or like just don't like move your mouth too much because it is sticky, so that way whenever you peel it off, like it peels off nicely. But pretty much a thin layer will suffice, and it will tint your lips in like 5 to 10 minutes. You don't have to wait for it to completely dry because it won't completely dry down. It'll still be like really, really glossy and pretty much like this. You see how glossy that is? It's gonna kind of maintain that look, so you just gotta like peel it off when it's ready to peel off. And as said, apply a thin layer. Try to apply it thinly throughout your lips. Obviously, I'm not wearing it today. I just kind of had to put on this lipstick. But basically, try to apply it thinly throughout your lips so that way it will peel off nicely and evenly. If anything, like if you have to like make it thicker in some area, push it towards the edges, so that way like you don't get to the center of your lips and you're stuck with this blob that's kind of just there, and it's kind of They smell really nice and floral, but probably a little bit too much for my liking. It's very perfumey, like floral perfumey, and I'm not exactly a fan of it since it goes on the lips. And so I kind of just have this thing where I'm like, oh no, like it's gonna get in my mouth, and like I'm inhaling it through my mouth, and it just makes me feel like slightly cautious. Like I feel a little worried, but it does smell good. If it does get in your mouth, it doesn't taste too good either. Like it tastes like what you think perfume would taste like. So be careful when you put it on, like don't talk too much or anything like that. One thing that I do find that helps to like take it off more easily is that whenever it's close to peeling it off, I kind of purse my lips and it makes the tint stick together. So in the inner corners or like the inner area of your lips, it'll start to collect together, which makes it a lot easier to peel it off kind of in one go or in a few other goes. It does help with getting the center of your lips, especially since like it's a little more moist in the center of your lips, like closer to the inside of your mouth, so that does help. It may seem a little like gross whenever like it's first starting out, but then like you'll find that it really does help. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's not fully dry. You'll see like it kind of like bounces up a little bit, and depending on how dry it is, like this isn't like super dry, but that's because it's so like it's collected in like this area. But it should be ready to go ahead and peel off. So just gonna peel it off as best as I can. Okay, well obviously I did not wait long enough. So up here, that is Glam Orchid. If you can see that. We'll wait another minute for Dior Coral so that way it can set in a little bit more. Just a little tip, now that it is summer, I recommend you keep it in a cool, dry place because of the nature of the packaging. What was that? I think it's gonna thunderstorm soon. Because of the nature of the packaging, it is in a tube, so it is going to like inflate a little bit because of the heat, so make sure that you keep it in a cool, dry place, preferably near like your AC or something like that. Another thing is to store them sitting up this way. So don't store them standing up this way. Like if you have them in like lipstick holders, like make sure you store them this way, because I have them stored this way at one point, and the minute I would open this, like they would just start like spewing out. And I think it was also a combination of the heat, especially like the first time, like when I first got this in the mail, like it was kind of hot, and I just went ahead and I opened it and it just started like spilling out. So just to let you know, like store them upside down and in a cool, dry place, so that way they won't like spew out and you won't use too much. Let's go ahead and peel Dior Coral, and I didn't wait enough for this one either, but that is because I am slightly impatient. Okay, so that is how Dior Coral looks like. So of the two, I really prefer Glam Orchid, but that's because I think Dior Coral is extremely similar to the natural color of my lips, so it doesn't really make a difference for my lips. Glam Orchid definitely pops up on my lips and it makes it have this really, really pretty tint on them, and I just really like these because they work really well. They do stay on all day and they don't really fade throughout the day. They come off easily with cleansing oil or just whatever remover you're gonna use, so that way, you know, they don't like linger around too much, but they do stay throughout the whole day. And one of my favorite ways to wear these is to apply them, and then what I do to kind of give it like this nice like springy, summery look is I apply a gloss like right in the center, like towards the inner areas of my lips. Especially, let's see, one of my favorite glosses to put in the center of my lips is the Dior Rouge Brilliant gloss in Darling. This one is a really bright color, but when you apply it just to the center of your lips and kind of like, what do you call that? Smack it out, I guess. And you kind of just like, oh, you purse it, like you kind of just smack it or like purse it out, so that way it kind of like, you know, gradients out nicely along with these lip tints. Like it looks so like feminine and just really, really pretty. In a way, it kind of contours your lips subtly, because then you kind of have like this, you know, it's kind of like rose petals, or like petals in general. Yeah, so pretty much bottom line, I do really like these. These are long lasting, they're comfortable on the lips, of course, because they tint your lips. Easy to use, and you're gonna get a lot of uses out of them since you don't need too much at all. Remember, just apply a thin layer, wait like 5 to 10 minutes depending on how you want to do it. I like to apply this and then finish up the rest of my makeup. So like if I have to put on my eyelashes or something, I'll put this on and then let it dry, put on my eyelashes and whatever mascara maybe, and then peel them off and put on some lip gloss, and it looks really, really good. So it's great for like full makeup days or no makeup days even. It's definitely like a favorite product of mine lately. So pretty much that's it. I hope you liked this review and kind of demo, but I wanted to show you how it looked like on skin tone, since obviously the colors are not going to turn out the same on your lips as they do on mine. So pretty much, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it useful, helpful, or entertaining in any type of way. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!